Day one of my main event went pretty well. I came out of the gate strong. I was able to bust the guy in the first level. Got really lucky. I made quads in a blind on blind hand versus him when he had aces for like top full house. So that wasn't too remarkable, but my table was pretty decent. I did have Chris Kruk, fellow Run It Once pro, really good player on my table, which sucks to have a starting table in the main event. But other than that, there was 6 recreational players and then 1 other good pro. So it went well. I doubled up early, bagged about 75K throughout the day. One of the hands that sticks out the most to me was a hand where I opened pocket 7s in the cutoff and the button 3 bets were playing roughly 80K deep at the 600 level. Button 3 bets, I call. It comes 10, 8, 5, 2 diamonds. I have 7s with a 7 of diamonds. I check, he c-bets small, like 30% pot or something. I call. Turns to 6 of diamonds, so it completes the 7-9 suited straight and the flush. And I check and he bets like 35% pot. And this to me is just a guy that has, maybe like like 2 black queens or 2 black aces. It just screams like, a decent overpair that's really scared to get stacks in, but like wants to get in a bet on the turn and check back the river. So this was a hand where if I was playing in a tougher tournament, I would have been really inclined to, attack his turn, what I perceived as turn weakness. Well, not too weak, I put him on an overpair, but something that wasn't happy to get stacks in. But being the main event, I specifically, tried to kind of play with the governor, try to, like stay in my seat, not take any like high risk type of bluffs. Just because I think that's the best way to play in the main event. It's, make good hands, make big value bets and chip up that way. So yeah, I ended up just calling the turn just because I have so much equity. And the river was like, 2 of spades or something, and I lost to black jacks. So that was a big deviation that's main event specific. And then day 2, my table was pretty decent, knew a couple players. It was roughly the same toughness of my day 1 table. Quickly got moved, and I'm sitting on about 90K, and low jack raises, high jack calls. I call in the big blind with queen of spades, jack. Queen, jack, 5, 2 spades. Dynamite flop for me. I check. Low jack bets 4.5K into 9, half pot. High jack calls. I decided to make a big flop raise. I think I'm gonna face 2 ranges that include 1, lots of overpairs, and 2, lots of draws. Neither of which I really perceive either of these players to be folding right away. So 4.5K call. I make it 22K in the big blind. Both of them call. So at this point, I'm really confident at least one of them has a decent draw. So I'm looking for a brick on the turn that I can shove. There was 75K in the pot after the flop action, and I had 66K left. I got my brick turn. It was the 6 of diamonds. So it was queen, jack, 5. Now spades front door, backdoor diamonds. I decided to go ahead and shove, like my plan was, and end up both calling. So I don't really know what to think here. I think I face like king 10 of spades a lot here, at least from one of them, and maybe one of them has like a really sticky aces. This is the main event and they don't like to fold. Then the river was the 4 of spades, so front door flush complete, so I'm pretty sure I'm just dead. And one of the players shoves for, like 15% pot, and the other guy folds somehow. No idea how he folded. And I ended up being up against top set of queens, so I was dead anyway. So that wasn't too interesting, but pretty funny main event hand being a 3-way all in for all of us having 100 big blinds and somehow the guy not having a flush. But yeah, I was happy with that, and just kind of ran into it.